More lies from Joe Biden, a disgraceful human being. Really, this guy occupying the White House must be impeached immediately. Get every one of your Republican members on the record right now with impeachment. There's no more cutesy time. I'm in swing districts. No more of that. This man is a disaster. He got Americans killed. He is a disgraceful liar. What happened? Well, remember when the Democrats impeached Donald Trump? They impeached Donald Trump because he was on the phone with the Ukrainian president, Zelensky, at the time. And Donald Trump knew about extensive corruption in Ukraine by the Biden family. So he asked the Ukrainian president about this corruption. And military aid came up later, not conditioned on any of that stuff. And the Democrats said that was a quid pro quo, something for something. It was an illicit exchange. It was a huge scandal. Donald Trump demanding investigations into Ukrainian corruption in exchange for missiles. That's not actually what happened on the call. It was totally discredited and debunked. But the Democrats said these quid pro quos in foreign policy, these are impeachable offenses. Okay, impeach Biden. Reuters, by the way, Reuters, left-leaning outlet, exclusive. Before the Afghan collapse, Biden pressed Ashraf Ghani, the Afghan president, to change the perception of what was going on the ground. Oh, the verdict is in. Sounds like Joe Biden's in a little bit of trouble. Just kidding. The media doesn't care at all. So what happened? Well, we have a real quid pro quo here. Joe Biden demanded something in exchange from something else. And the something he demanded was a lie. He asked Ghani to lie about the military situation on the ground in exchange for air support. Here it is right here. Read it and weep. How do you like those apples? Again, Democrats, why aren't you demanding impeachment? Because you're fake, phony, filthy frauds. That's why. Here, quote from the Reuters piece. In the phone call, Joe Biden offered aid if Ghani could publicly project that he had a plan to control the spiraling situation in Afghanistan. Quote, we will continue to provide close air support if we know what the plan is, Biden said. Days before the call, the U.S. carried out airstrikes to support Afghan security forces, a move the Taliban said was in violation of the Doha peace agreement. Folks, Joe Biden knew the situation in Afghanistan was out of control. He knew the country was about to fall. He was begging the Afghan president to say otherwise and lie to the entire world community. He said, if you do lie, maybe we'll go out there and give you some air support to keep your country running effectively and maybe keep the Taliban out of Kabul. How is Joe Biden not impeached for this? Please, can you explain to me, Democrats, if you have any set of principles left? Any? Oh, that's right. That's right. It's that was at the voice of was that Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi? No, that was the voice of crickets. Nothing. Zero. Zilch. They say nothing. They say nothing. Biden tells the president of Afghanistan to lie, and if you lie about the situation on the ground, we may save you. If not, double-barreled middle finger. You're out of here, folks. Donald Trump was impeached for an allegation 1,000 times less severe than this, an allegation that turned out to be untrue. Yet Joe Biden gets caught. Reuters reports it. They're not even a credible, in some cases, at least with conservatives, journalism outlet. They're a left-leaning outlet. Reuters reports the transcript of the phone call being clear as day. I want you to lie about the security situation on the ground, which could have gotten which got some of our people killed. 13 service members could have gotten a lot more people killed, lying to them about the stability of the country. Oh, no, everything's fine, Americans. Stay there, no problem, wink and a nod. The president's lying for us. And 13 people died. How is this man not impeached? Please explain to me. You have no principles. You can't explain to me. I know you have no principles. As Solzhenitsyn said, you know you have no principles. You know we know you have no principles. And you know we know that you know you have no principles. We get that. But you do it anyway because your entire life is a lie. Listen, we're coming out firing all cylinders today because I'm tired. Cutesy time is over with these idiots. All right, let me get to more here. So Joe Biden, again, this epic failure, grotesque human being sitting in the White House, this senile, corrupt, filthy old man, this loser of a human being gives a speech yesterday after he got 13 Americans killed, countless Afghans, and basically destroyed the credibility of the United States military in the country. It's going to take years to rebuild this. This man this chump in the White House, actually takes a victory lap yesterday. What did I tell you? I warned you. I wished I was wrong. Joe Biden goes out and gives a speech yesterday. You may have heard pieces of it. Here's the most disgusting part where the airlift gaslighting begins. How's the narrative going to change over the coming weeks? The media is going to help. Again, any other president, the quid pro quo, the failure on the ground, the surrender to the Taliban, the tens of billions of dollars of equipment left behind, any other president would be impeached automatically. Would have been like, we have to get rid of this guy now. Even if this was a Republican president would have done this, even Republicans would have been calling for impeachment. But I warned you, the media will do this short-term thing where they hit the guy really hard because there's no political penalty right now. It's not an election until 2022. And over the coming weeks, you're going to see the transition from the failed surrender to the Taliban. The surrender, that's what Joe Biden did. He surrendered to the Taliban. The failed surrender to the successful airlift. Here, Joe Biden started it again yesterday. Check this out.
Last night in Kabul, the United States ended 20 years of war in Afghanistan, the longest war in American history. We completed one of the biggest airlifts in history, with more than 120,000 people evacuated to safety. That number is more than double what most experts thought were possible. No nation has ever done anything like it in all of history. Only the United States had the capacity and the will and ability to do it, and we did it today. The extraordinary success of this mission was due to the incredible skill, bravery, and selfless courage of the United States military and our diplomats and intelligence professionals.
You believe this guy? Do you believe this man? This corrupt, senile shell of a human being. He doesn't have an ounce of dignity in his broken, grotesque soul.